guys, today Lorie and I are at Vail Lake Campground. We're not camping, but we are hiking, and we want you to check this out. We're going to actually go on a hike that's pretty easy to do, but it has great views of the actual lake, Vail Lake. Let's go check it out.
I've been selling real estate here for 20 years, and while I'm out and about, I take pride in showcasing the coolest things about where we live. I'm Bryan Auer, and this is the Temecula Valley Spotlight.
So the thing about hiking here at Vail Lake is that there's a variety of trails. If you're a mountain biker, you're gonna love it here. If you just like to go on foot, you're also gonna love it here. There's very difficult terrain and there's super easy terrain. The reason why we're taking this trail today is because it's super flat. The trail itself isn't very pretty. It's just more of a utility road, but it's the most direct access to lake views, and it gets you the closest to the lake. And if you venture far enough, you can actually get across the dam. So the actual payoff of this hike is the lake, being able to see the lake, and even going down to the lake. If you want to bring fishing gear, you can fish here. It's amazing. But you really won't see the lake until about maybe 20 minutes or so into your hike. So soak up the scenery and be patient. It's worth it. It should be noted that a day pass is about 15 bucks. So if you want to drive on in here and park, it's going to cost you a little bit of money. So we've been coming in on this utility road, which is a very easy and most direct way to get to the lake here at Vail Lake. And if you were to continue down this road, you can actually make it all the way to the dam. And along the way, there's a lot of different places where you can access the lake for fishing or sightseeing or whatever. But we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna go down this pathway and we're gonna get into the wash so we can get out of here a slightly different way. And that way we can show you some different terrain on this hike. Sometimes you just need a little bit different scenery, you know what I mean? If you have allergies, you might want to bring your Kleenex. And there's very few places in Southern California where you can actually be out in the middle of this and just feel like you're in the middle of nothing. Looks like I just saw my first bird. Okay, so we walked down that steep trail, kind of a rough trail, but doable. And now we can either turn right and go back to the campground through the wash, or we can hang a left and go get a closer view of the lake, which of course we're gonna do that. The lake is this way. As soon as I walk up to that space, a huge bass just rolled right there. There's some big fish in this lake. All right, well, it's gonna be pretty hard to get any closer to the lake, so we're just gonna go hit the wash and get back to the campground. Actually, I have pretty decent cell service throughout this whole trail, so that's kind of convenient. It's definitely a lot warmer now down in this wash, and also, don't forget your sunscreen. Oh my gosh, look at that right there. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Let's not get too close to that. Okay, you guys, comment down below. Was that a bobcat? Was that a lynx? Some type of mountain lion? I don't know what it is. It was about 100 feet away from us. As soon as we saw it, we were like, okay, we're out of here. If you've been following our channel for any amount of time at all, you know we see a lot of wildlife, but I've never seen a large kitty cat like that. When in doubt, just walk away. Don't try to get too close. Don't be a hero. The shot's not worth it. So as I mentioned, this trail is gonna take you to the actual inlet wash. It's kind of a sandy trail to take, but it's pretty nice. It's gonna take us right back to the campground, right where you started. You can do that as a loop. A little tougher right now. You kind of got to get your feet wet. The water level's so high. As you can see, everything is very clearly marked. So you're not going to get lost. You might feel like you're off the beaten path a little too far sometimes, and then you'll see another marker. I want to give you just a little bit of reference. We walked in along that ridge line right there underneath the power lines on the utility road all the way to the lake, which is quite a bit that way. Then we went down into the wash and came back this way. Nice change of scenery, and probably wouldn't have seen that furry creature, bobcat, whatever it was, had we just stayed on the utility road. I'm glad we did that for you guys. I'm glad we almost died for you guys. They actually have some short-term rentals that aren't too far from here, right here on this riverbank. You can rent them. They're pretty cool. For more information on the trails here at Vail Lake, or if you want information on the campground and all that the campground has to offer, or maybe you'd like to stay in one of these bungalows, I have all the information down below so you can visit their website and get a better feel for what's really going on around here. Hey, thanks for joining us today on Temecula Valley Spotlight. If you like this content, then be sure to follow our page, like, subscribe, do all that stuff you know you're supposed to do. Also, if you have an idea for some trails or a restaurant or a small business you'd like us to give some free exposure to, well, reach out to us. We're happy to do it. Catch you on the next one. Okay, babe, that was a lot of fun. Where to now?
Let's head to the wineries.